organized. Beautiful. Right. Hello again. Hello again. We were just here, but not here. We were here in a different way a few moments ago doing an Elden Ring playthrough. So I was over on Twitch, multi-streaming to Twitch and YouTube in like a regular landscape stream. Now we are here doing a little vertical live. I'm tempted to zoom in slightly more on the game. We might just see how that goes. I've zoomed in a little bit on the actual OBS overlay for the game so that you can see things zoomed in just a touch more. But I could probably go a bit further with it if it seems like it's coming through a little bit small in terms of the detail. So where we left things about 5 minutes ago, I decided that I was going to have a little go at this nasty boy around the corner. There's this soldier that strolls around through the center of this village thing, of this fort, I should say. And he's quite a tough one, but you know, I was not hating how that went. I have never tried to take on this particular soldier with a club. But we did, and you know, it could have gone so much worse. But I want to get rid of these again, though. I don't want any of these other minions getting involved if we're going to have a go at this soldier while I'm so basic. Lovely. These are good, actually. Once you break the guard, you can just get stuck into them. It's absolutely golden. Lovely. So I do have some summons. I do have the pack of wolves, but I'm challenging myself a little with this extra playthrough. I've started off with a very basic character. I started off with the lowest level stats, and I'm building up from there. And I'm trying not to summon at any point. I think there's going to be certain situations where it makes sense to summon using your spirit ashes, but I'm going to try and deal with things on my own as much as possible. I think it's going to be a little bit more rewarding that way. I just want to see if we can take on this guy because I feel like he had quite a good drop. Can't remember what it is, but I feel like it was fairly decent. So I was able to do a really well-timed jump attack just before. And I did quite a lot of damage. I'd like to be able to do that again. I can't remember when I went for it exactly. If you miss it, it goes quite badly. Hello, Robert. How you doing? What's going on? Yeah, so that definitely wasn't how I did it last time. I don't even really know if it's reasonable to expect to be able to fight this guy with a club. I was sort of doing it just for the, well, for shits and giggles, to be perfectly honest. Just to see how it would go. Crap, I didn't want to spawn there either. I forgot that was the last place that I rested. We'll just go outside of the cave. Because we can't fast travel from inside caves, which is kind of annoying, actually. So we'll go outside and we'll travel to that side of Grace that's right outside where we want to be. I want to get that map as well. We haven't picked up the map that's right there. That's why everything looks so weird. Why there's no detail on the map. I need to pick up that map that's sitting there. So what we've done so far is we were actually focusing on the caves. So we've done the cave that's up here and we went into the cave that's off the beach, but that boss is slightly too difficult for me to take on with only a club at the moment because that's a double boss. It's like these demi-human things, but there's two of them. Plus a whole load of minions as well. So it makes it a little bit difficult when you don't really have a proper weapon. It's annoying having to deal with these soldiers every time, but if I don't, it's just going to make it annoying for trying to deal with the other one. I really thought that I'd be able to break his attack there, but no. Okay, let's have another go. let's see if we can slowly but surely whittle him down. You have to be quite patient with this one. He's super aggressive. He's got a really long reach with this thing as well. He's got that really sharp... Well, now all these other ones are involved as well, which I'm not loving. He has a lot of reach with that weapon. And I don't really think I'd have a whole lot of luck using Torrent while I've got this short, stubby club either. Why are you getting involved, mate? I'm not even bothered. You're not the target here. He's just going to get in my way, isn't he? He's going to make life difficult for me. That's how I did it. That's right. I got the jump attack in right at the end of that sequence. Yep. I can't remember how many runes I've dropped, but I might just go get them anyway. It probably wasn't very many, but nonetheless, let's not be wasteful at this stage. You need a heal. I don't know where the other one is. Creeping up on me from behind, most likely. He's given up. He's had enough. He's gone. Smoko time. Good luck trying to parry this guy. I'm still trying to get the timing right for the Elden Ring parry. It feels so different. Just been playing Lies of P, and it feels entirely different timing-wise. Maybe we should wait until I get a proper weapon. I thought I would just do it for the fun of it, but let's not. Let's get a sword for ourselves, shall we? I feel like the club has served us well so far. Let's get on my mount. We'll grab my my lost runes. And I think we'll follow the path around a little bit and see what we can find. We haven't really gone that far. Started a fresh one tonight, so we haven't gone very far at all. And got a little bit sidetracked with a couple of side quests already. That invisible character that's in the bushes there. Actually, I wonder if I should just try and rush through the center to get that map. Because we really want the map, don't we? The map's fairly necessary at this early stage so that we can see what's going on. We can always take out some of the soldiers around the sides, get a little bit of extra loot and extra runes. And then when that other guy has got his back turned, we'll go for the map. Lovely. And you got to watch, I think, the one that's coming up the pathway has got a horn. And when they blow the horn, it gets everyone involved. So we might want to take out the soldiers that are roaming around over here as well. Because then we could probably sneak through the center and grab that map without anybody even knowing that we were there. What a good plan that is. Lovely. Okay. I'm going to go all sneaky-like. Let that horn blower go by, because he really does spoil a good time when you're trying to be sneaky. Nice. Should be good, because we can always nick off if we get seen. I just want to grab the map real quick. Just a bit sneaky-like. Lovely. That's what we're here for. Very good. Now, we'll go up the path a little bit. And I also want to break down some of these skulls that we find while we're on Torrent as well. All these little extra rune things that you pick up early on in the game. They don't really mean much later, but getting them now is quite useful because they're about 200 each, I think. Let us ride. So over here, we're going to come up against There's a carriage that's being dragged with a couple of giant troll things on it. I can't remember what's in the chest now. I don't really want to deal with that guy on the horse yet either. It's really difficult fighting enemies on the horseback when I've got a club. I'd like something that's got a little bit of extra extension, if you don't mind. Bit of extra extension does not go astray when on this horse. There's tons of them around as well. Look, they're everywhere. I'm just going to run away for now. And do some basic exploration. Find some extra stuff. Mark off some interesting things on the map. I love that early game stuff though. Hello, Beatty. How you doing? Early game is always so enjoyable with games like this. It's all fresh and, I don't know, it's really satisfying. So there's one of those paintings as well. Do you know, I never really dabbled with that before. These paintings that you find. So I think it's, you examine the painting and then I think you're supposed to find the place that is in the painting. I don't know what happens. I've never done it. I didn't really experiment with that very much because there's just so much to this game. I think when you're doing a first playthrough, it's a little overwhelming. Especially when you're, you know, relatively new to Souls games like I was at the time as well. Let's have a little look down here. Oh, it's Drisco. Hello, Drisco. Oh, yes. A little bit of back seating might be nice from time to time for this playthrough, you know. I'm glad you're here. I think it's nice, you know, when you do a first playthrough and there's people that are happy to respect that and they watch, they don't say things. I think that for certain games like this, it might be nice when people feel like they can share what they know about a game with you and not have to worry about the backseating stuff so much. All right, so we've got a couple of those. Oh, there's a bear. I don't know if I want to deal with a bear just yet, to be perfectly honest. I'm going to roam around and gather some ingredients. What time is it for you, Drisco, by the way? Wouldn't it be like really early in the morning? We don't often see you for night streams. Now, where should I take myself? I'd really like a sword at this point. I'd like to get off the club and onto a sword, and I haven't really found anywhere where I can acquire one. Well, I do have one, I should say. I do have a sword, but it's higher level than what I can handle right now. How high is it? I should stop and check that real quick, actually, because we've done a couple of levels since I first picked it up. I'll just have a look. Oh, it's 8 AM. Oh, so you're at work right now. Gotcha. Right, so I've got my map. That's wonderful. In my equipment, this is what I've got. I've got the Lord Sorn's great sword, because that's what you get out of that chest at the start. I need strength of 16. I'm currently 12, so I need to do 4 levels to use that. It's probably worth it. I should probably just try and... Yeah, they do. I know. The thing that I'd like to do, I'd like to be able to use the sword that I've got and then use it against that tough soldier. Take him out and then go through the center of that fort and down the stairs and get what I want. So I might just need to do a little bit of farming to do some leveling. So I think I said I needed to do 4 levels to get to where I want to be. I mean, I could... if I was to take down those trolls that are dragging the chest, I'd get a good amount of runes, but I've got to deal with all the guys on horses around it, though, which is a little difficult with this stubby club. We could try. It's not out of the question. Good try. I just found it a little hard to get the reach that you would like when you're circling around an enemy on torrent. It's nice to have a weapon that's got a little bit of extension on it. Wouldn't everybody? Wouldn't everybody love a bit more extension? Okay. Alright, so let's have a look. So there's one of those guys on the horse. I don't think I'd have a good time. You remember? Is it an axe? Why do I feel like it's going to be a weapon that I'm not going to want? I'm not super bothered on that weapon, though. I'm not really doing it for that. I'm doing it for the trolls. Because they're pretty easy to kill because they're chained to it. So it would be a good way of getting some runes. Let's just take this thing on and see how we go. It's tough, though. He's got a lot more extension than me. Makes it difficult. Oh, how many times have you done that playing Elden Ring? Where you accidentally press down on the stick and you jump off of torrent? I feel like I'm doing it less on the Xbox controller. Oh, you think it's a flail? I've never really used a flail. It's not really my usual weapon of choice for any game, actually. Hey, that's alright. We might just want to have a little heal, though. Getting a bit of practice killing these with this stupid club, because we're going to have to kill another one, I think. There's another one knocking around near the chests that I want to go for. I want to have another heal, too. Panic crouching. Yeah, that's my specialty as well. I bloody love a good panic crouch, you know. It's so soothing. It's the worst, isn't it? Oh, you too, Julia. The accidental panic dismount and the panic crouch. It's a bad time all round, isn't it? Also, hi. How has your Tuesday been? I've had a very hectic Tuesday. I feel a little bit brain frazzled at the moment. I feel like I need everyone just to calm the fuck down. That's what my life feels like. I don't know about everybody else. I just need everyone just to calm down. Just chill and let me breathe. Lovely. Do you know, that could have gone so much worse. It really, really could have. I'm having the best time revisiting this game, you know. I loved this. When I played this for the first time, I loved it. And I am just really loving being back into it again. I don't know what it is about it. I just don't know. Because it can be so bloody painful, this game. She says while she's getting skewered. But for some reason, it's almost got like a comfort attached to it. And I feel that way about Dark Souls as well. Isn't that crazy? Kind of like a little comfort game. There's something satisfying. I think what it is, it's when you've had a first playthrough on something, there's something really satisfying about revisiting the game, having just a little bit more knowledge about it than what you had the first time. Those twin gargoyles were the absolute... They were one of the standout annoying fights, for sure. The Valiant Gargoyles. Not a fab day. Chilling with some divine divinity. Oh, that sounds nice. I'm sorry it wasn't a fab day. Not a good time when it's like that. Are you playing Divinity 1 or Divinity 2? Bloody love Divinity. Divinity is such a good game. It's a massive, massive game. It's very involved. So damn good. Now, I'm expecting that big thing on the horse to see me soon, but maybe we could take these out super quietly without being noticed. Is that possible? It's a great way of getting some relatively easy runes at this point. I feel like somebody might notice that the carriage has stopped, though, don't you think? I feel like I would notice. Have a heal. Have a little heal. He stepped on me just a little bit. He kind of knows what I'm about, I think. I'm just whacking him in the knee, and he doesn't really care for it. Getting quite touchy about it. It's still taking quite a lot to bring it down, and now the one on the horse has seen me as well. Oh, Divine. Sorry, you're playing the Divine Divinity. Of course. I remember you mentioning that. I would be very interested to try that, actually. I've never played Divine Divinity. He's just going to sit there and watch me like this, is he? Oh, I thought maybe he would go for me. Because, you know, I'm attacking these trolls. Not bothered, really, is he? I got greedy. Look, let's be honest. I got greedy there and I just couldn't be bothered getting out of the way. And ironically, I've dropped my runes at the very place where I was hoping to get more runes. Alright. I think I probably need to do 4 level ups. I probably need about 3,000 runes. So those trolls give you about... I think it's about 800 or something, isn't it? It's fairly decent. I didn't actually notice how many runes I got out of killing that one on the horse either. Because if they give you a fairly decent amount, I might be able to build it up in a slightly less deadly way. Let's have a little look, shall we? We'll go over and grab the runes that I've dropped. I don't want to forget about them. I can't even remember how many I had, actually. Let's have a little look. What have we got? 1,400. Hey, I've got more than I would have thought, to be honest. That's not the worst. I wonder if I'm better off just taking out normal enemies. A bit less deadly, isn't it? Okay, let's get this one on the horse sorted out, because he's really making a scene there, isn't he? Horsey boy. I feel like he would give me a decent amount of runes. No, he's not going to come. What about the one on the bridge then? Because there's another one on the bridge over here that I just went by. We could take him out and get his runes. And we can also break down some of the rune crystal things that I've got as well. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Got out of it pretty well last time. It's one of those fights where if you get in a bad cycle with it, it just gets worse before it gets better. Like if you keep getting hit in the same sort of direction, it's a nightmare. But if you can sort of pin them in a really awkward spot, it works out beautifully. I don't know why all these little minions are getting involved. This is bigger than you. This is far bigger than you. Unbelievable. The original Cinder... Yeah, okay, yeah, so that one's quite simple compared to... We had a big debate about Elden Ring tonight when we opened up the game. In the end, the decision was not to play the DLC in New Game Plus. Leave it alone and pick up from where we left off with that character when the DLC comes out. And then in the meantime, I've started this new one, challenging myself a little bit more with it. And it's been good to get back into the swing of it, though, to be honest. Because I think the DLC will be quite challenging. And because I haven't played Elden Ring for so long, I didn't want to be too rusty for it either. That's what worried me too. Is going into a tough DLC, New Game Plus, also rusty. Scary combination. That's stamina. God damn it. Oh my. All right then. All right then. No. I'm going to continue. Apparently I can continue the game that I left without starting that character in New Game Plus. Apparently I can just open up my save file from the game that I completed and access the DLC from that without going into New Game Plus. The alternative was to keep that character and go into New Game Plus and then have to do like a whole bunch of stuff to get ready for the DLC. Or start a brand new game and use that for DLC, which is not what I'm trying to do with this. It all got very complicated all of a sudden. I don't really know how it happened, but everybody had a different opinion on it. I was not at all prepared. It was quite a time. I feel like there's all these myths about what has to be done to access the DLC. But apparently if you start again, there's a couple of specific bosses that you need to kill again to get access to the DLC. Radahn and Mog. Now, how many runes have I got? 1,400. Okay. 1,400 runes. No, I didn't activate it. I nearly did. I was at the round table, but then at the last minute, I was like, nah, I won't. Because once you do it, that's it. And I was worried about it. And I thought, well... But I didn't want to make the DLC, like, miserable. I didn't want to make it too hard, especially because I am streaming it. So, when you're streaming it, you're not, like, full focus as if you would be if you were just chilling playing it on your own as well, so it makes it even harder. Fucking hell. Get good with this club. I hate this club. I can't wait to have a good sword. So frustrating. Getting there though. It's just a bit grindy, that's all. That's what annoys me. It's a club grind. Not the good kind. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. We're going to keep nice and topped up. Kind of surprises you, this guy. Like he did before. He did this really powerful attack off the ground while I was on the horse, and I was not at all prepared for it. That thing. Like a sweep attack. That one. Doesn't help that he's got a whole bunch of minions helping him as well. Not a good time. Nearly. I cannot even remember how many runes I get for killing him. It better be good. 282. 282 runes for killing boy on horse. So, not the worst. Not the worst. So now I've got 2,000, nearly 2,000 runes. Okay. Very good. Very good. So maybe we'll take out some of these little simple ones. What do you get for these ones? 56 and a little bit of extra loot as well. Sometimes they'll give you like a helmet or a little bit of armor. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get myself leveled up enough to use the sword that I've got. So I can get off the club. That's the aim. And these ones give you 19. These are barely worth bothering with. 19. It's nothing. It's like a banana peel. Right, 2,000. Let's do a little level and see how far we can go. I think I needed to put all of my points into strength, which I don't really mind doing at this point anyway. Let's have a little look. We'll go level up my strength as far as I can take it. I think I needed it to be 16 to use the sword that I've got. And how many of those crystal things am I? I've got 10 of them. Ooh, I didn't realize I had that many actually. Very nice. I did not realize. Oh, they're worthwhile at this early stage. Wow, okay. 200 a piece. Nice. We'll use those as well then. And we'll go strength. Can I do 2? And beautiful. So now we'll swap over to this Lord Sworn's Greatsword. Now, physical attack, 136, critical. And it's also got an upward cut move. Is it too... I hope it's not too heavy for me, though. Let's just unequip anything that I'm not currently using. And what about this surcoat situation? What's this one? That weighs 10. So that chain draped one does better against magical stuff. I think I'm better off with this one just for now, as long as I'm not too heavy. What's my status? Medium load. That's all right. I can handle a medium roll. Let's just practice with this new sword and see what it feels like. We'll deal with these boys. I'd love to get the parry right with these spear ones. I can't parry the spear very well. So the sword feels very slow now. Now that I've been using the club, this feels slow. I've never dual wielded two weapons that don't come as a set, if you know what I mean. So I had the Radahn's swords last time. Well, I didn't use a shield last time. I had the Radahn's pair of swords, remember, with the special suck and slam move. So after I traded them in, after we traded the Remembrance, I was using them for my whole playthrough. So there's quite a lot of swords that I haven't experimented with in the game. There were some really cool ones that I did get. So yeah, I basically didn't use a shield, so I was thinking, well, maybe I will use a shield more this time. And see how that goes, and try and have a slightly different playstyle this time. Let's see how this sword goes against him. Using them now. I mean, they are good. I do like him. Everybody knows that I enjoyed that special move. I'd love to parry this guy. It must be so hard though. Like, it's a weird little... He has a really weird little attack pattern, and he keeps changing it up as well. I should have just bailed straight away instead of being greedy with the second hit there. I have to remember that this sword is much slower than the club, which I've become accustomed to now. You can kind of roll behind this guy. That's not a bad strategy to use. Roll behind him, get behind that shield. And then it kind of breaks his stance just for a mere moment. This is good. This is better. Because I've got more extension with this. So let's go. It's all about the sword, baby. I've got more extension with this than I had with that club. Beautiful. Now, can I wear that helm, or is that going to make me a little bit heavy? It looks a bit fancy, though. Look at me. Ooh. I'm pantsless, but I have a helm on. I'm very confused. Okay, so we'll clear the fort out now. Now that he's out of the way. Actually, let's take out the one with the horn, though, because he's a pain in the ass when you're trying to get through here, because he just draws them all in. Now that I've got this long sword, that's going to be so much nicer for just quickly taking enemies out while I'm on the horse as well. I love it. Well, I'll fuck that up, though. God damn it. Let's get rid of you. Good. So we don't want anyone blowing any horns, if you don't mind. So this sword is going to eat through my stamina a little bit more than what I'm used to as well. Just so I'm aware. While I'm cruising around. Now, just don't want to get ambushed in there, so let's just try and take out the ones on the sides, and then we'll make our way in. Probably better off taking these on when I'm not on the horse, to be perfectly honest. Just love riding around on the horse, though. It's so smooth. Such a smooth climb. I hate killing these. I wish the wolves weren't so aggressive. They're cute. They're a pain in the ass, aren't they? You have to kill them. You got no choice. Choice do I have? Right, we've nearly cleared them out. Those little fire butterflies. I know, I look so fancy. Those little fire butterflies are quite handy. You use them to make fire pots and stuff. Beautiful. Oh, let's take you out as well. Now we should be pretty much free to to go down the steps and get our little reward. I can't remember what it is. I feel like it might be a talisman. I can't remember. Let's have a look. It's something quite important, I think, though. It's something that you definitely want early game. I just can't remember what it is. I love these. I love doing the forts. I don't know why. It's just really exciting finding the chest and seeing what's going on. Oh, it's an Ash of War and a whetstone knife, of course. It's so you can put Ash of War onto your weapons. That's right. It's another thing that I didn't really use very much of, and that was largely because of the weapons that I was using. You couldn't put an Ash of War on Radahn's swords. It's a little bit like when I did the playthrough with Dark Souls and I had that Black Knight sword because I got that really lucky drop early on. It's really cool and it's nice having this super unique, powerful weapon, but it does mean that you don't play around with the leveling and the weapons in the same way because you don't need to. Right, so let's clear out the area where the chest is. We'll go where those trolls are bringing that chest along. We'll clear that out. I'm not going to worry about those. They're not even worth it, are they? At this point. Clear it out and we'll grab whatever's in the chest. I don't think it's anything I'm going to use, but we may as well do it while we're thinking about it. Smithing stone. Take him out as well, I suppose. We should be able to deal with him a bit easier with this. Oh, he's getting wrecked now. That's a game changer. I got some fancy gauntlets too. Maybe too heavy for me, possibly. We'll have to have a look. Right, let's see what we can do here now. This should make a fairly big difference. I wonder if I should go back to that coastal cave now as well and take on those bosses now that I've got a decent, half-decent sword. Not an amazing sword, but it's okay. It's not the worst. I'm only going to do this once. I want to do them once, get the runes, clear it all out, get what's in the chest. Try not to die. Oh, he's blowing his little horn now. The jig is up. You'd think he'd be a bit more aggressive, chasing me off from killing these trolls, but he kind of can't be bothered, can he? He's like, yeah, it's only lunchtime. Can't be bothered. Is it my problem, really? Clearing out the minions. Fuck's sakes. Look how slowly they're advancing on me. They have got magic, though, these ones. Which can be quite annoying at this point. Put your horn away, mate. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Oh, now he's here. Now he's getting involved. Okay. We might want to get on my horse then if he's going to get all up on his horse. Crap. Get your horse out. What are you doing? Oh, no. I think I might have reached for the wrong pocket. Walkies. Get on it, get on it. Woo! Things got a bit real there for a minute. Hey, we've all done it. Pockets in games, am I right? Lies of P was the worst. Having the wrong pocket activated. Okay. Makes all these really weird noises. It's not normal. Get off your horse. Get off your high horse, mate. He just keeps blowing his horn. That's not going to do anything. You're fucked now. Imagine just standing there blowing on a horn. There's no one left. I'm gonna blow on this horn. Help will come eventually. It's gonna be fine. I'm surprised that they're just going to carry on pulling the chest at this point. That's very surprising to me. Gotta be careful because one stamp from these and I am dead. I've got hardly any health. And I really don't want to have to do this again. So let's just nick off and see if we can get onto the back of the back of this thing. I don't want to get him. If he catches me with those flames after everything I've been through, I will lose my Nana. Like, well and truly. I want to get to the chest, but they're kind of protecting it a bit, aren't they? I've got like no health. I wonder if they'd follow me up there. I don't know if they would, actually. I mean, they don't look very nimble, do they? They're kind of staggering all over the place. I could probably draw them out and then just run in and grab the chest and be on my merry way, I feel. I feel like that would be fine. Stagger on over here. Run up. Get what's in there. That's all we need. Great axe. I knew it was. I thought it was a bloody axe. I never use axes. I never use them. Alright, let's not push our luck too much here. I've got 5,000 runes. There's a site of grace nearby. I'll go and do a little level and... What else did I do? What else? Oh yeah, I got the great axe. I'm not going to use it though. I might sell it. I think when I played this last time, I kept too many things. Where's my little side of grace gone? Here it is. Okay. Now we can also go under the bridge and go up the top there and have a bit of a poke around and see what's going on. We have a lot of options at this point. We'll do... I need 800. Oh, okay. Decision time. Going in a different direction here. I mean, the thing with this game is you can go and respec as well once you have the fight with Queen Renala, I think it is. You exploit the giant dragon bug with the flail and rune farm early on. The giant dragon bug? What do you mean? Do you mean the dragon? Do you know the dragon that's over in the lake over there? Do you know I never ended up doing anything with that in the first playthrough? How many can I do here? 4, 5. But I can do quite a lot of levels. Let's do some vigor. That's probably quite important. Some extra endurance as well. Then leaves me with 2200. I can do one more level. I don't know. For some reason, I feel a little bit magic overwhelms me. I've never done it. Have you done any magic with your playthroughs before? I don't really know because you've got like intelligence, faith, and arcane. And I don't really know. I'm very unsure about magic. We might just put a little bit of dexterity on. It's early enough with the leveling at this point that some of those stats will need a base boost anyway, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier and Wiley was saying that some of the magic that you can have is not necessarily like a ranged magical attack. It might be something a bit more up close and personal, which I quite like. I'm not really a ranged... I've played ranged characters before, and like they're fun. When I played Oblivion, I played as a ranged character with bow and arrow and sneak and all of that sort of thing, but other than that, I really like getting all up in it with the strong attacks, and I don't know why, I just like it. Yeah, I know. I always think that I'm going to, and I remember saying, I was like, oh, if I play Elden Ring again, I'm going to have some magic involved with my character. And then I do exactly the same as what you're doing. I know. I think I don't like feeling weak. I feel like when you do the magic builds, there's always a trade-off with your physical strength and physical... Like, it is so easy to, like, take you out quickly. And I hate that. I like being able to be up close to fight. Now there's a Everjail over here, but I think it's the Crucible Knight, which is not a good time. No, it's not. It's not a dumb question at all. It's because this is a different kind of live stream. So, earlier tonight, I was multi-streaming this on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And for that stream, it's a traditional landscape style stream. These are the relatively new YouTube vertical streams that are optimized for mobile viewing. So there's like an algorithm that runs behind them that sort of pushes them out onto the For You page when people are scrolling through YouTube shorts and stuff like that. So whilst it doesn't happen all the time, discoverability is better for these typically, rather than being on Twitch and YouTube in the traditional sense. So I mix up the streams to have a bit of both. So I'll do the other one first, and then I'll hop over and do these afterwards. I'm doing it as an experiment, really, at the moment. If it doesn't really work out, then I won't worry about it in future. But I've seen people getting some pretty good discoverability from it. So we will see. Now, we're not going to deal with this Everjail yet. So I'm just going to put a little skull on it. I'm pretty sure that's the Crucible Knights, which is a fucking pain in the ass, and we are not ready for that yet. Need a little bit more leveling and just better everything before we take on Crucible Knights. So, I think there's another side of Grace up here nearby. We might go and activate. What else is there up here that oh, this is sort of near the area where you can do the... You know, you can kind of farm those trolls, I think. There's an area where there's like a whole ton of them just roaming around, wild in the field. Okay. Now, we've got a little enemy over there. We can go up here. Oh, let's go up here and grab some of these runes, please. Don't get taken out by those exploding things. That's always awkward. We need all the runes we can get at this early stage. Nice. Lovely. Something is so satisfying about just taking like a whole bunch of runes off of these things. Hi. Now a couple more. A few more actually. We're cleaning up. Cleaning up. Nice. Alright. Oh, we've got some ruin fragments as well. Well, they may have all been ruin fragments actually, which would kind of suck. Now, what I'm thinking... I could either try... Oh, where should I go from here? I'm considering going back to the coastal cave and having a go at that now that I've got some armor and a sword. That might be worth trying. Because when we went in there, I was like naked with a club. So we might just have a little look so that we don't end up with too many of these little caves and stuff building up. And then sometimes you get a little bit... kind of forget what you've done and what you haven't, even with the marker. Let's get the torch out as well. Very dark in here. Because what I was trying to do was do this boss fight without using a summon. And there's like a whole bunch of enemies because there's all minions as well with this one. So I have to remember, this sword is a lot slower though than the club that I was using last time. So I don't know how this is going to go. I'm gonna try and stay at the back of the cave so the other big one doesn't notice me yet. Need a heal. I also don't want that bleed to build up either. I'm definitely noticing the slowness with the rolls now. I was so nimble when I was naked. It was the only good thing about it. Being naked and nimble. Have a heal. It's gonna take some adjusting. Top of the tube tree streamer. Hello, Fitty. How you doing? How has your day been? What's happening? So what I might do, I might actually lighten myself a little bit for that one. I like rolling around a bit more easily, given that it's a bit heckies in there. I'm medium weight right now, I think, still. So I might take the helm off. Oh, for my own enjoyment, though. What if I wear the helm, but no clothes underneath? Am I still medium load? Can I do that? Oh, it makes me medium load. It's just a standard Tuesday. Naked is a naked and nimble Tuesday. That's absolutely right. What if I wear this one? As if that makes me medium load as well. What if we go naked, but we use the sword? It's kind of confusing, isn't it? Confusing to those who don't know. So last time we did it, I was naked with a club. I didn't do too badly all in all. The only thing is the club was faster though. The club's faster but does less damage. See how we go. I know this is a fairly ambitious thing to do at this early stage. I just thought I'd try. We would see. Oh, hang on, get your runes though. I don't like my chances, to be perfectly honest. I still think we're not gonna... I'm gonna have to take out more of the minions first, because they're just really getting in my way here, aren't they? That was my first strat. But with the club, it was taking a little bit too long to do it. But with the sword, I could probably take the minions out a lot faster. Corporate massages make it worth going into the office for? Are you joking? You went into the office today and you got a massage on the house? What kind of a massage were they doing? Was it all the tension bits? Hello, Beck1Play. Welcome in. How you doing? That would be so nice. It'd be lovely. Do you know I've never had a professional massage. I'm too nervous. I don't know if I'd get comfortable with it. It's weird, isn't it? I've never done it. Let's try and take out some of the little minions, if possible, without getting all involved with the big one and without getting the other big one to realize I'm here. It just makes it hard because you're turning your back on the big one when you start going for the little ones, so... It's making it very, very difficult. I know I can summon, but I'm trying to not. I'm trying to challenge myself and not use the ashes because I've got the wolves, which would be very, very handy right now. It was all the shoulder and back bits. You scheduled it for 4:20 and then you buggered off home. I love it. What a move. Did you watch The American Office, by the way, Fit? Because there's a scene in that when Will Ferrell is guest starring as the boss that's going to take over, and he just like walks into the office and has someone come and shave him in the office with a razor. That's the vibe that I'm getting from you. You're just like, yeah, I'm just going to have a cheeky little in-office massage and I'm going to fuck off home. What are you going to do about it? Like, I love it. I love the energy. It's good. All right. New strategy. That strategy sucked. Just focus on the big boy. Oh, you haven't seen it? Oh, damn it. You don't know what I mean then. I think you would have agreed with me, though. It's a BDE move. I might have gone too far towards the back. I might have drawn the other one in now. That would not be good. Have a heal. I hope I didn't. I think we're fine. You can kind of interrupt them a little bit, it seems, if you hit first. By the way, oh, do you know what I just realized? A big downside of this sword is I can't use a shield with it. I was using the shield quite a lot for this fight last time. Okay, we're going to have to get used to that as well. I didn't think of that. Oh, you are. You're management material now. You have to start planning on how to manage that managerial tension now. I like it. Yeah, no, that went beautifully, didn't it? That went just how I wanted it to. Yeah, I'm not loving that situation with no shield, to be honest. Never mind. So you can really kind of keep interrupting it quite a bit, which I quite like, actually. Oh, God, if it wasn't for those minions, I had it staggered. Oh, man. I had it stunned. Minions ruined it for me, you little assholes. How dare you? Just kill them. Okay, there's one down. One down. Minions down. Have a heal. There's going to be another big one at the back, but hopefully we don't get a whole ton more little minions coming out. We can just deal with it. How dramatic is the music, though? I think there are. There's more little ones as well, which kind of sucks. Take them out from the back. Let's go in the middle where there's a bit more room. Heal. Oh, I'm stuck on the corner. I do not like that. Do not like that. Fail. Oh man, they're all behind me. Don't have any heals left. Ooh, bit touch and go at this point. Touch and go. Watch out. I can't see the big one. Okay. Oh man, that was a really good run. That worked quite well though. Sticking to the front of the cave so the second one doesn't come out until the end. That was a lot better. That was much better. Surely I can, surely you can two-hand this sword though, right? You can two-hand it. Oh, it's been a minute. I haven't played this for a while and I've lost my bloody mojo, haven't I? There we go. I could have been two-handing that. I would have had even more power to get it done with. Because I can't have a shield, it seems. Maybe I can have a shield. Maybe I just unequipped it. I must have got frazzled and unequipped it. God damn it. Can have a shield. I thought I was already two-handing the damn thing. I don't even know how that happened. It's fine. We got this. Try and conserve my health a little bit more. wasn't using the shield. I'm so annoyed at myself. I would have had that done. I'm sure of it. Heal again. I really want to take out that little minion. Heal again. Oh no, I'm in trouble. Oh, I don't even know what I get for doing this. I don't even know what I get for doing this boss fight. I kind of like doing it without the ashes, because that's not really an experience that I had the first playthrough. What if I don't use the shield then? How do I like this if I go two-handed with it? Let's just see. I've only just swapped over to this sword. I was using a club, and I needed to level things up to the point where I could use this sword. Let's see what it feels like two-handed. I feel like I didn't really use the shield that much in that run, actually. Two-handed should clear up the minions faster, which would be nice. You know, maybe like sort of one-shot them a little bit more. Because they really do get in the way, especially if you stun the big guy. It is slower though. Like, it's slower to swing the sword. And I feel like it's using more stamina as well. It probably would, wouldn't it? Okay, there's one. Why are you so nimble for a little minion? Unbelievable. Alright. So that leaves me with 2 flasks for the second one. And all the little minions that are going to come out as well. Let's try and take them out real quick. I thought I could one-shot that one, but it didn't really work out that way, frustratingly. Shit, I really need to heal. Fail. Do another heal. Takes so long to heal, it's painful. It's cruel. Yeah! Let's go. We got some tailoring tools and a sewing needle. So I can upgrade my armor and stuff. Ooh. Lovely. Satisfying. You got a blindfold on? Wow. Imagine if I got taken out by one of these tiny little things after all of that. Wouldn't it be the worst? We did it. Good. Good. Lovely. Oh, what's back here? Before we leave, what's in this little area back here? Anything interesting? What if it's one of those double cave entrances where it takes you out somewhere on the other side? Let's have a little look before we go. Oh, how dare you? Is this just leading me to nothing? Oh, no, it's fine. Oh! Oh, hi. It's a bit dark in here, isn't it? It's a wee bit dark. Okay, we can see there's enemies in here. I don't have a lantern just yet. I've only got the torch. Look at me, I'm filthy. Smoldering butterfly, very nice. There was also a little bit of whatever this is here, some cave moss. What's the time? I could really lose myself here. I'm having the best time playing this game, honestly. I've been so keen to get back into it. I'm really enjoying myself. Ah, yes, so it is. So this is coming out... Where are we on the map here? Oh, we're over on this island. Ooh! A little bit fancy. We've come out on an island, have we? No, I haven't. I've just come out at the beginning of the cave. No, this is somewhere else. Because this was a coastal cave. We came into it off of the beach, but not this beach, though. This is somewhere else. Interesting. I think it is. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so what's this then? What do we have here then? Have a little squizzy. Let's look at my situation with runes. Must be okay, surely. Oh yeah, I got a golden seed, didn't I? We're going to increase my number of flask uses, and I can do 1 level. I might do what will I do? I'm finding it hard to know now because I don't really know what direction I'm going to go. Mind would also be to do with oh, do you mean the stream? Because this is on YouTube verticals right now, so I do regular size landscape streams as well. But these style streams I throw in every now and again because they go onto the For You page when people are scrolling through YouTube shorts. So it's just a little bit of extra discoverability just to mix it up a little bit. So I do these every now and again as well. I sort of mix them in. I'm going to put that one on my health. Yeah, a lot of people ask. I feel like there must not be a whole bunch of them around. I feel like a lot of people haven't been watching streams of this size. I think it's a relatively new thing that YouTube's doing now. So this is one of those things where there's a ritual you can do and you offer it a dragon heart to learn an incantation. So for these particular incantations, you would need faith and arcane to be able to use them. The whole thing with magic is there seems to be lots of different styles of magic as well, so I don't know which specific things to level up for which types of magic just yet, if I do go down that road. I don't know. I'm in two minds about it. So we can come back here when we have a dragon heart. Anything else on this little island I might like to look at before we leave? Let's just see. I should probably, there's a person that you unlock at some point. I think you do one of the forts and you unlock somebody that can show you how to learn incantations. So I should probably have a bit of a look at that and see what I like the look of, to decide the direction I'd like to go in with all of that. Ooh. Right, so I might do a little fast travel. We don't need to go back through the cave. We can take the marker off as well. We might go to, we've done that one. That was the Everjail. I don't want to deal with the Everjail just yet. We could follow down and go around, or we could follow that over there. Well, that's the artist shack. That's right. Maybe we'll do this top section a little bit more. We'll have a look at the top section and the area around it and maybe try and uncover a couple more sites of grace up there. I quite like cruising around, you know, half naked with this sword. I'm quite liking it. I do think that I might like to go for a more agile character for a change after having such a tanky one last time. So I might try and keep to relatively light armor, if that becomes an option. Now over on the left, there's this really weird little area with like a whole bunch of jellyfish floating around. And they're kind of mildly annoying to fight, but I feel like they're protecting something that's useful. I don't know. the easiest way of getting up there? We might need to get a little bit higher and curve around. Yeah, that's right. There's like a graveyard type thing. They're all hovering around. I feel like skeletons come out here as well. Maybe we don't need to actually attack the jellyfish though. Hello, Stu. Welcome. How you doing? On this fine and dandy Tuesday. Okay, that's not as exciting as I thought it was going to be, but I don't really see the point in fighting all of those jellyfish, really. I'm not that bothered, you know. So we might go back around and keep adventuring up the pathway. We'll go up the road and see what's going on. Fine. I'm 22. Keep checking. It always worries me when I play games like this. I'll be like, time check, and all of a sudden it's like midnight. It's too enjoyable. It's too good. Now, let's follow the road and see what awaits us. Woo! Hi. Hi. We have another side of grace here. We can probably just rest at it real quick without having to deal with those stupid floating wolves. Okay. Well, fuck me then. I thought they would disappear as soon as I did that, but no. Let's try that again. We'll try that again. Now, how many runes do I have? We need another 600 odd before we can do a level. Not that I know what to level myself to yet. I really can't make up my mind. Isn't it the worst? We'll grab this little Ooh, yes, we love a stone sword key. Love a stone sword key. Everyone's been bloody grafted, innit?
Only to have their arms taken. Did you
So we need to have this dialogue.
Grafted by the spark quite a lot.
And then this character becomes quite important later on.
You're all on your own, and heading to
All on your own, are ya?
By the wall. Well, that I don't
So as is typical Souls form, you need to keep talking
I know. Can you take this?
until the dialogue is exhausted. So she's giving me a spirit jellyfish ashes thing.
And it'll be glad.
Then I think there's another quest we can have here.
It was a plum.
Yeah. So she's giving us like a little quest to fulfill when we go to Stormvale Castle. Very good. Okay. So I'm gonna try not to use any spirit ashes in this playthrough, if at all possible. I haven't used any yet. I'm trying to have like a bit of a different playthrough experience to what I had the first time around, and I just think it might be a fun yet painful challenge to set myself for this. But then I sort of think, like, you know, coming off the back of a Lies of P playthrough where I didn't summon, maybe it won't feel that weird. Who knows? Now, is there any loot for me? Let's have a look. Alright, so now that I'm up here, I'm kind of tempted to make my way towards that castle, actually. If I go back to Stormhill... Hang on, wait. How do you do the marker thing again? You do, like the little other marker? The beacon. How do you place a beacon again? Ah, right. Right, yep, of course. It doesn't work if you try and put it right on a side of grace, because then it thinks that you are fast traveling. That makes sense. Right, so we'll go back to the shack, and then I'm going to follow it up around and see if we might be a decent enough level to start moving towards the castle, maybe. That's where the first boss is up here, isn't it? It's Margit. I wonder how we're going to go against Margit, though. I wonder if I'm leveled up enough for that. I gotta watch out around here. Don't we get, like, hit with something? Ash of War. There's, like, a catapult or something that comes out. We want to take out the soldier that's operating that, really. Or we could just nick off. Let's just nick off in here and get straight to the side of Grace that's in here, and then we don't have to worry, do we? Beautiful! And have a little rest at it. Hopefully there's time. Nice. Now this is the pathway to the boss. I feel like I should save that one, though, for the other streams. With it being a major boss fight. But we've unlocked the side of Grace that is right outside of it. I don't even know if I'm a high enough level to try and take that on yet or not. Good, so now that he's been killed, he can't, the whole world has played this game. They have, but I feel like I started this off tonight on Twitch. Kind of feel like I should save that boss for Twitch. Oh! How dare you light me on fire, though? The audacity of you. Oh, I forgot that I've got an extra healing flask. How good is that? Love that for me. Love the extra heals. Very good. Very good. So that clears that out a little bit. I'll just check what level I am, actually. Let's just make sure that it's all clear here before I start looking at my stats casually in the bushes. There we go. We've all done that before. And you again. You think you found, like, a little quiet spot where you can have a minute to yourself and you realise that there's an F-boy lurking in the bushes. Okay, so what's my level? Let's have a little look. 15. We're level 15 and I can nearly do another level. I don't know what level you're meant to be, ideally, for Margit, actually. I'm not sure. I feel like maybe 20? Level 20-ish? Right. So, now that we're up the top here, if I follow it down a little, over to the left, there's an area under the bridge that we can look at. See what's going on. Weather's not great. I can hardly see. Ooh, this here. Oh yeah, that's right. There's like a bridge that just falls away to nothingness. And this old crony lady thing at the end. I can read your fingers. Traverse Rhea Lucaria and reunite the half-presence at the Grand Lift. Okay, so that's a little while off yet. We're not going to be doing that for a minute. Reuniting the crescents and all of that. I feel like there's a little bit of loot at the end. There is, isn't there? Just grab this little bit of loot. Oh, cookbook. Nice. So you can also, you can keep toddling off down here and get onto that bit of rock, but I don't really know what for. Is there even anything down there? Keep going to the wrong pocket to summon Torrent. Doesn't really seem like there's anything there, unless, is that the shortcut? There's a random shortcut you can end up doing to get to the next area. But I don't want to go there yet anyway. It's too early. I remember when I first played this, I stumbled into Caelid far too early. I was like, God, this place is a nightmare. It was like I was way out of my depth. I should have known just by looking at it. It's got that kind of look to it, like you're constantly out of your depth. What the hell are these? Oh. Flying bats. They didn't even see me coming, really, did they? Until it was too late. Right, so this is the area where you can do a little bit of troll farming if you're in the mood. Or we could go to... We could travel up over there towards where the artist's shack is. There's another map there. Let's actually go there. Let's go to the artist's shack. I'd like to have the map to unlock the other part there to see what we're doing. That would be a good time. So we'll put a little marker. Oh, where did it go? I saw it very, very faintly. Where's that little beacon gone? It was somewhere over here, I reckon. We'll go towards where that one is. We should be able to find the map for that area. It's right amongst the tree there. That looks like one of those trees where you would have to fight, like one of those Erd tree things. That's what that looks like to me. That can be a good time as well. Alright. You just want to look at everything. Like, you just want to unlock all of the map at once. It's just so... After playing a more linear style Souls game as well, this does feel unbelievably free. If you play a game like Lies of P, or, you know, maybe like Dark Souls, there's a relatively obvious path that you have to take. You can get sort of stuck at certain areas if you don't deal with them. This is so much more relaxed. You know, if you don't want to deal with something right now, you can leave and do something else and come back. It's so different. So we have a little side of grace. We're going to have a rest at that one. Beautiful. And then we'll see if we can find the... I think this is that mistwood. There's like an area where there's a lot of trees and bears as well. Trees and bears. We'll have a level too. Let's do a bit more endurance. I wouldn't mind some of my base level stuff to be a little higher still before we choose a path. I still have no idea though. I think that I'd like to get a feel for some different weapons first before I decide what I want. It must be nighttime. I don't want to travel around at night. All those bats are hanging around. It's so much harder at night if you're just exploring. We'll just wait until the morning. Lovely. Give us a full day, if you don't mind. Yeah, it's the Mistwood outskirts. I thought it was. There's some, like, large rune bears in here. They are very, very serious. They're a nightmare through the whole game, actually, those rune bears. They're always hard. There's one. I nearly just ran right over one. Well, I think it was one. They look bigger than a regular bear. Let's see what's going on. It's always misty in Mistwood. Oh, there's one of these things where it unlocks a... shows you a pathway towards a little secret cabin. If you follow the ghost. Ghost takes so long though. It takes so long to get to the final destination, and I swear it deliberately goes right in the path of every enemy on the way as well. It's very annoying. I'm just going to casually saunter around the edges and hope that none of the bears are feeling particularly hungry today. I'm kind of hoping that the bears, you know, have already swiped a good amount of picnic baskets earlier today, and they're not too bothered about me being here. We can grab that map while we're here as well. Thank you very much. There's a rune bear. Look at it. Look at the size of it. Woo! I think that one leaves you alone, though, unless you bother it. It's really all up in that tree, isn't it? Loves the tree. Bloody loves a good tree. I'm tempted to grab the loot that's right underneath though. But I guess we can do that later, can't we? Let's just see where this goes first because I will mark the location on my map if I'm not going to go there straight away. Have a little look. I can see those little hearts there, by the way. Thank you, everyone. Hey, boo-boo! That's the spirit. I think they're a little bit more aggressive than the kind of bear that you and I have in mind, but that's what's getting me through. That's what's giving me the courage to traverse Mistwood in my underpants. Hello, Eric. How you doing? Welcome in. We're just going to follow the slowest ghost you've ever seen in your goddamn life. It's like, just give me a rough idea, mate. It's like when you go to a supermarket and you just want like a rough idea of where something is and the person insists on walking you all the way to the exact shelf where it is. That's what this is right now. Just give me a general idea. Put a marker on my map and I'll go. I'll do it. Right, so where are we going now? Is this it, is it? This is where you're taking me, to the Mistwood Ruins. Is that right? I was expecting to be taken to a, well, a cave. Shit, giant rune bear in there. How dare you! You're leading me to my death. I don't want to fight a rune bear at this early stage, if you don't mind, but let's mark the ruins. We'll put a little skull on it. Yeah, well, yes and no. Yes, I am. We had a big discussion about this with Elden Ring. I was doing this earlier. I'm doing it on Twitch as well, this playthrough. I have already finished Elden Ring, but I finished it well before the DLC was announced. And we were debating about whether I should do the DLC in New Game Plus or not. And we've decided no. So this is just like a fun second playthrough for me. Playing it, you know, from the start with a new basic character. But I've kept my save file for my other character. And that's the one that I'm going to pick the DLC up from. But not in New Game Plus. That's the plan. I got a little bit worried about it. I thought maybe it might be a little bit too punishing. And the reason why I thought that is because when I did the DLC for Dark Souls Remastered, I found those bosses to be the hardest bosses of the whole game by far. So I'm thinking if they're going to put some super difficult areas in, and I'm already rusty because I haven't played this for so long, and I'm in New Game Plus, it could be a really awful time. I guess it just depends. It depends what kind of experience you want for the DLC, I suppose. Some people, the harder the better. Some people like it hard. Some people don't. Each to their own. Now, can I look down on this beach for a minute? Is there anything that we might want down here before we nick off? Let's see. We're not going to fight these land octopus things. They're a bloody nightmare. They're really strong, and I don't really need what they're dropping just at this moment. We will go over here and get all these little runes off of this, though. Decent, isn't it? Some people like it hard. True, though. Now we're going to grab all of these little runes that are knocking around on top of these things. Lovely. Give it to me. Very good. We'll leave the wolves. If they leave me alone, I'll leave them alone. Very good. Got a lot done tonight, actually. I'm quite chuffed. It's been a good session. We're going to do this again tomorrow. It's all about Elden Ring this week. Tomorrow night, I'm going to have a go at Margit. I'm going to have a go at the Margit boss fight. I'm going to try having that fight without using any spirit ashes. We'll see how that works out for me. We've kind of taken a bit of a back way here. Where am I now? I'm all the way down the bottom, am I? Ooh. I wonder if I should, let's just take that marker off. Should I just keep going down, or should we just double back? Nah, we'll go down. Come on, live your life. Live your life. We need to watch out for that giant catapult thing, though. They bloody love a giant catapult, don't they? They bloody love it. The Bridge of Sacrifice. That sounds like a good time, doesn't it? I bet that's a great time. We'll see if we can quickly stop here and rest. They might get to me in time, though. I don't know if I'm going to be able to rest before they get to me. Let's just try. We're fine. We're fine. Well, where would you like to go tomorrow? Well, do you know, it's been a long time since we've been to the Bridge of Sacrifice. We'll go there and get coffee and a donut. See what's going on. I'm just going to take these soldiers out in case there's some loot that I might want. Is there, though? I don't really think there is there? Nah. Nah. I think we got the loot on the way through, and if we didn't, we'll get it on the way back. That's okay. That's alright. Oh, yeah, there's a Castle Morn quest. Bit of a sad end for this character.
Hello? Is somebody there? Might I bend your ear?
She wants me... She escaped from Castle Morn. The servants have rebelled, and her father is still there. And she wants us to take a letter.
They've since come. I fear it's please. Would you mind my soul with please?
So we say that we'll deliver it.
Take.
There's a little bit of a glitch, actually. Last time I did that quest, there's a boss nearby. If you fight the boss before you deliver the letter, the father isn't there and you can't deliver the letter. At least I think so. Do I think it's the easiest? I guess it's hard to say. I don't know that I'd say it's the easiest, but I think it gives you the most flexibility to play it in the way that suits you, though. That's probably how I would think of it. So, like, I've just played Lies of P, and I would say that's quite a punishing game because it was very parry heavy. You needed to perfect guard things to get things done in an efficient way, and there was these really tight parry windows to do all of that stuff. It was also quite linear, so if you got stuck on something, you were stuck. It was like a progress blocker. But then for a game like this, if you don't want to deal with something, you can leave and try something else. You can level up. You can summon a whole different host of spirit ashes for each fight. You can go to town with lots more customization and ashes of war. And I think if you're new to Souls, this is probably a nice way to get your head around it, I suppose. If you're unsure about a Souls game and you do enjoy like a role-play open world, then this is probably a nice way for you to dip your toe in. And it's a little bit more, like, it is definitely still, most Souls games are quite dark themes, and whilst this is, there's a lot of lightness and prettiness and nature in it as well when you're cruising around, as opposed to like Dark Souls and Lies of P. It's quite a dark, gritty universe that you're playing within.
Buying or selling?
Buying or selling? I don't know, actually. What have I got? 349. Don't want anything. What are you selling today? You are selling a medallion and some clothes and some shields. A bastard sword. A bastard. Do you know I haven't played Bloodborne? That is on my to-do list. I've got it. I've got my PlayStation 4 hooked up with all of this now, so I'm going to be playing it. I've got it ready and installed on there. I was told many, many times that Lies of P drew heavily on Bloodborne, and I really enjoyed Lies of P, so my hopes are quite high for Bloodborne. I'm really excited for that playthrough. Because I'm still relatively new to Souls games, I have an enormous Souls game backlog, so I've got upcoming this year, my plans are Elden Ring DLC, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Dark Souls 2, and Dark Souls 3. And I've been casually dabbling in Another Crab's Treasure as well. It's been kind of a very casual, non-official playthrough I've been doing of Another Crab's Treasure, which is a Souls-like, but it's a little bit more like... It's a bit more colourful in terms of the Souls, I suppose. Alright, now, let's just get back on my little horse. We might go and take that enemy out, because I don't think it respawns once you get rid of it. Because it's not very relaxing having a nice little potter around when someone's shooting giant arrows at your face. Like, you can't chill. It's not conducive to having a nice little Sunday stroll. I don't like it, really. Alright, I think he puts the bow away if you get a little bit closer. They've got like a weakness in their ankles. It's got a case of tennis ankle. Boa's ankle. No, I haven't. Haven't done Demon Souls either, but I do have that as well. I've actually got that installed on the PlayStation 2, so that's another one. I've heard that that's a bit punishing though. I mean, I know they all are, but I've heard that that one's especially punishing in terms of boss placement. Getting back to bosses and stuff, and what you have to do to get to them. Got a case of giant cankles. That's absolutely right. Oh, what a relief we've finally got it diagnosed. It's had everybody stumped. It's giant's cankles. I think you can get some cream for that from the chemist. Comes in a giant tub. Now, I think this is Castle Morn, isn't it? Castle Morn's a little bit of a, it's quite a challenge for sure. But it might be worth having a little shufti while we're here. It's all the way at the end of the island, so, you know, like, if you don't do it now, I don't know if I could be bothered coming back to it. It's not, I don't think it's especially important for overall story doing Castle Morn. I think it's more about whatever extras you get when you go in there, and I don't remember what they are. Leveling up, getting runes and all that stuff as well. I remember I didn't particularly enjoy the Castle Morn quest, actually. For some reason. I don't really know why. Oh, there is that boss in here though as well. There's a boss that's got a really nice weapon. Saying that, I got very excited for that weapon last time and I never ended up using it, so I don't really know if that's going to be a draw card or not. It's a very impressive looking weapon, but you can't use it for ages because you need pretty high stats to be able to actually wield it. How am I looking here? I still need another 400 runes. Okay, what's the time? 10:49. All right. We'll have a quick look. We'll see what's going on. And if it all goes pear-shaped, which it probably will, we've got the Site of Grace right at the bottom of the elevator, so that's okay. I do love that you can fast travel between all of the Sites of Grace. That's something that's so important for this, I think. Because it's such a large area. Now, what I used to do for this area, I used to use my Spirit Ashes. I think there might be areas where it's probably still worth using them just because they're a hassle. Like, I think Spirit Ashes might be good in here. If you're doing it multiple times, but I guess we'll have a look and see. These enemies that are all worshipping that burning thing, they're actually quite strong. And they tend to creep up on you in, like, mobs. It's not a good time. Excuse me. They're wrecking my stamina, aren't they? Ooh, I might need to have a heal. Oh, I might need to have a little death as well. Oh, love that for me. Having a cheeky death. I might summon my wolves for this area. You know, I can't be bothered dealing with them all one by one. It's not a boss fight. It's just like a general irritating enemy area where it might be nice to have... Please don't put messages on top of levers. God, that shits me off. Let's see how we go with a little summon. I haven't used them yet. I think I'll summon them after I get rid of those dogs, though. Otherwise, it's just going to be like chaos. Everything's going to be everywhere. It surprised me how comfortable I've been running around in my underwear, actually. Very primal. Very freeing. I love how nimble it makes me, not having to run around with a whole bunch of heavy armor on. Good time. Nobody expects the one in the undercrackers. Lovely. Right, so we'll try and do better with these dogs this time. That was a bit of a shit show last time. Don't really know how that happened. I wonder if the shield might have been a good go for these, actually, rather than two-handed sword. Maybe so. Sounds like there's a wee bit of a battle on the other side of the wall. Right, let's see how we go. We'll summon the wolves. And we'll just see how well we can handle all of these enemies. Try sneaking up behind and see what we can do. They bloody love a fire butterfly convention, don't they? Bloody love it. Some of them are stronger than others. There's like lead ones that are harder to kill. Have a heal. Their weapons do a lot of damage as well. Oh, there's the big one. Yeah, the big one is a big deal. And I don't really need all of the minions on me while he's focused on me as well. I could do without it. Let's try and get rid of some of the little ones, maybe. Shit, that's not fun. Need a heal. Oh, I think I might be fucked. Yep. Damn it. Why is there always an unfortunate tree? As soon as I'm in some kind of mob fight, there's a giant fucking rock or tree or a bit of debris. It's always my undoing, every single time. All right, that'll do. I think we've had a good run. I think we've had a very solid run for this evening. We're going to pick this up again tomorrow, so I'm going to be over on Twitch. I multi-stream Twitch and YouTube at the same time in like landscape, regular size stream from about 7 o'clock Australian Central Standard Time, which is about 4 hours earlier than right now. So I do that for a couple of hours and then I'll hop over onto here and do these vertical ones after that. So make sure you're following over on Twitch or subscribed on YouTube to be notified when I go live. I'm probably going to do Elden Ring all week this week, but I'm also doing a second casual playthrough of Dark Souls Remastered at the moment, which I'm quite enjoying. So it's going to be a very Souls-heavy week, but we'll see how we go. Thank you so much for hanging out, everyone. It's been lovely having your company, and hopefully I will catch you tomorrow or later in the week for some more streams. I'm going to say goodnight for